Hello and welcome to this demo on Chronosphere monitors, where we will take a look at a pre-configured monitor and see how it can help send notification messages to a Slack workspace when certain user-defined conditions are satisfied. So this helps users stay on top of issues and remediate them by automatically receiving a notification. They have the following broad capabilities. They are isolated because they are grouped by teams. They tie into notification platforms such as Slack and PagerDuty to help send messages. And they help create a timeline for change events. Change events could be code deployments, feature flags, third-party changes, and several other events. So consider this scenario where an update has been recently rolled out and it is impacting the checkout experience for customers using your online marketplace. So let's take a look at how a monitor can help you in this situation to get to the bottom of the issue. So first, click on the bell icon and select the monitors option in order to open up the monitors web page. And here, let's filter down to the ordering team and also select the ordering service. So there are currently two monitors set up for the ordering team here. And you can see that ordering service errors, which is a monitor, is currently experiencing a critical status. So let's click on it, and so clicking on a monitor takes you to its dedicated web page where you can learn more about how it has been set up. The show query button gives you the query that is being used to plot the results that a monitor provides. In this example, it is calculating the error request rate for the ordering service, hence the ordering service errors name. Monitors, as you remember, trigger alerts based on the conditions that have been set up. You can take a look at these conditions one of two ways: by clicking on the three dots and coming to the conditions page. So this monitor has two conditions, and the first one is set up to be a critical condition, where if the error request rate is greater than the value of 2 and this is true for 1 minute, the condition is satisfied. Similarly, the second one is of a warning type and it is checking for a value of 1.5 or more. So notifications that fire due to these conditions, they are also suppressed after 2 minutes. Let's go back and take a look at the endpoints that are accessing ordering service errors. So you can see a green graph and a purple graph here. Let's take a look at these two entries. You can also view the conditions by clicking on the show thresholds button. So this gives you the 1.5 warning condition, the 2 critical condition, and 2 other graphs. What could those 2 graphs be? Let's take a look at a specific data point. So here we see a specific data point, and you can see that the error request rate for the ordering checkout endpoint is 4.22, which is greater than the critical and warning conditions. So that's probably what is causing these issues. You can also see a list orders endpoint, which has the error request rate set to, or is reporting an error request rate of 0. So to confirm that the checkout endpoint is indeed causing these issues, let's just selectively plot it. You can do that by selecting that endpoint. And now, yep, ordering checkout is indeed experiencing a growth in its error rate. It grew to 15 in this time window here. So that explains why both monitors have been triggered and why this is currently reporting a critical status. As mentioned before, monitors can also tie into display change events. So you can view change events by clicking on the run button. And as you can see, there are several change events have happened. You can also filter it further down to only display broadcasts and code deploys. And by doing so, I can see here that a couple of code deployments and a feature flag change were done just before 3:20 when the error request rate spiked. So that helps me pinpoint where the issue could be potentially rising from and helps me remediate. And monitors can also be configured to tie into notification platforms. So let's take a look at how that would be set up. You can first view notification policies associated with the monitor. Now these policies are assigned at a monitor level, and you can also take a look at notifiers or endpoints under alerts notifiers. So let's go ahead and take a look at alerts notifiers, where this gives you the notifiers landing page. So let's take a look at ordering team notifier, and this gives you the configuration. So here, this is a Slack notifier. So it ties into my Slack workspace and transmits alerts in the alerts channel under the alerter username. So let's switch over to the Slack workspace to see how this works. So here we are in the Slack workspace and we are in the alerts channel. So you can see here that by setting up a Slack webhook and creating a notification app, you can send messages from the monitor to a specific channel of your choice. So at 15:21 p.m., the warning condition has fired and triggered a message, and so has the critical condition. So monitors provide a convenient way to stay on top of issues. They can send notifications to multiple platforms, and you can learn more by visiting the Chronosphere documentation. That concludes this demo. Have a nice evening.